Good afternoon. We are now visiting a durian and rambutan orchard in Merlimau. This is to give the participants of the World Youth Foundation a good hands-on experience in seeing how rambutan and durian is harvested or how orchard looks like. Today we have with us Dr. Sahadev Sharma, who is a mangrove oceanology expert.
Mangrove ecology, yeah.
Yeah, expert. And Doc, what do you think of this whole event?
I think this is a good platform, and World Youth is doing a good job actually, bringing all like different, people, different youth from different places, Southeast Asia and Asian regions, even from the developing countries, and also, ex- they are explaining themselves like what they are doing in their own country and what's going on, and like getting together this whole information in one place and try to solve the problem is a good platform actually.
Fantastic. So, Doc, the next question is how would mangroves and their climate mitigating abilities be implemented globally? What policy steps would such a strategy require?
Yeah, actually, so we already know about mangrove
Yeah.
can actually mitigate climate change. Like we know that, but we cannot actually do this until the whole nations actually national. So, if you want to do a national policy, if you want to implement a national policy about the mangrove climate change, then we should consider the whole extent, whole area of mangrove of a nation, not a particular study site or not a particular place actually. And I've seen like if we talk about the global scenario, I think very few countries have done that.
Right.
So we talk about Indonesia have done a good job. We have measured almost like whole Indonesian, like every study site mangrove, and they try to put it in a NDC, National Determining Contribution actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so because if we scientists, do a study and then we get the data. After that, what happens to that data? Usually what we do is just publish in journal actually. But that data is not going to, the ministry, because what happened if you want to take a mangrove and you want to implement it in mitigation climate change and you go to UNFCCC and you try to give them the data, how the data was collected, data is good or not actually. So I think it should be a national level thing.
All
If
right.
not like I'm just doing it one place and then let's see working on a Klang Island and I just get the data from Klang Island and that can be implemented for the policy. It's not possible actually.
All right. So you're saying that it has to be a holistic national effort
Yeah, national
in order
effort.
to contain and encourage mangrove growth all around the area.
Yeah, of
In
course.
in Malaysia, Doc, what are the areas where there are a lot of mangroves, and what are the areas we had but we don't have anymore?
I think if we see, I think Matang mangrove forest is the
Matang.
best example in the
Matang
world.
is
Also
in Perak?
sustainable. Yeah, in Perak
Yeah.
actually, nearby Ipoh and
Yeah.
Perak, and also in Sabah.
Sabah.
Yeah, and also in Sarawak.
Sarawak.
So these three places have a good mangrove. But if we talk about Peninsular Malaysia, I think East Coast has a better mangrove.
Then where?
I think the Perak is in East.
Yes, east, yeah.
West. But opposite side, like if you go to this Kelantan
Uh-huh.
and then other side.
Sorry, that is East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast,
That's
yeah,
East
South
Coast,
China
yeah,
Sea.
South China
actually.
Sea, yes.
Yeah, over there not much mangrove,
Yeah.
but still the mangroves are there actually.
All right.
But yeah, but I think Sabah and Sarawak is more, I think, intact, pristine mangroves are
All
there
right.
actually. But if we talk about mangrove deforestation, I think the Klang area was used to be a very good mangrove area.
Oh,
But
Klang, yeah,
they
Port
have
Klang,
converted,
yes.
they have converted into to Carry Island, whole Carry Island, and Pulau in the all this into port actually. So
Yes,
where
yeah,
we
yeah.
lost a lot of
Yeah.
mangroves actually.
Yeah, there are 3 ports there.
Yeah,
yes.
3 ports,
So
and now trying to build up other
the fourth
ports,
one,
actually.
yeah.
And also, most of the actually mangroves are deforested due to the palm oil plantation actually. But I think the current government have stopped that. Like
Oh,
they
okay.
don't they said like no more oil palm plantation something, and if they have done that, I think it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think the role of youth in preserving the environment vis-a-vis via mangrove protection?
I think youth can do a lot because I think the important part is people study a lot, people know about a lot of things, ecosystem different. But when it comes to especially mangroves, a lot of people they don't know actually. Maybe they have heard, they have maybe check in the maybe book or some lecture. But when it comes to the in reality, when you go to field, then a lot of students they don't have actually knowledge.
Right.
So I think we should have more mangrove awareness actually and teach them, take them to the field and show them how mangroves are important and they can be involved. And especially like right now we talk about mangroves, the protection actually in terms of protection because what we have we need to conserve it. What have been degraded need to be improved that. And then the third is the restoration. We have a restoration potential, and if we can restore mangroves actually, and I think where the youth can come and
play a
try to
role.
play a big role actually. And right now I think the Global Watch
Oh yeah.
is doing it, and I think I know people who are doing it. I can be reach out to them, and if they can, in Malaysia, if they can do something, the youth can be involved. Actually.
Fantastic.
Using, including local community also.
Excellent.
And the problem with restoration is we do restoration, like forestry department in Malaysia, they do restoration, but once they do the restoration, after that, monitoring is very important.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the biggest part it's missing actually. What happens? Okay, I have planted 1,000 of propagule saplings, but what happens after 6 months?
Oh, yeah.
We don't have that knowledge. And I think monitoring is a very important part, and I think youth can participate in that and can do that actually.
And what is your view of this conference, this 3 days conference held in Malacca?
It's a great conference, and I think I learned a lot. Now, I'm not saying what I have given to the conference, that's fine, but actually I'm learning because I cannot have everything knowledge, and about especially the plastic things and waste management and other stuff. I learned a lot, and I think everybody is coming from different field actually,
yeah, altogether.
and I think that's why they gain more knowledge of different field, how everything works together. We talk about only one SDG 14, but everybody has a problem with SDG 14, how to implement, improve it, and everybody has a different experience. So I think we share the experience, and of course, we didn't know like in the Bali, they have this water thing, and they have. So I didn't know about that. So I think these kind of knowledge is very important and share, and I think it improves. It brings more knowledge, and I think that's a great part. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Doc.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
you.